Brexit means Brexit. Brexit means Brexit. I'm very clear, Brexit does mean Brexit.
It was the catchphrase of her premiership and the issue that defined her time in office. Brexit was the poisoned chalice Theresa May inherited from her predecessor, David Cameron. Although May voted for the UK to remain in the European Union, once Prime Minister, she was determined to honour the Brexit referendum and deliver a smooth divorce from the EU.
This is an historic moment from which there can be no turning back. Britain is leaving the European Union.
But the country was still deeply divided on Brexit, and so was May's Conservative Party. Her critics say she lacked the leadership skills and charisma needed to unite her own MPs, let alone the broader Parliament. The divorce deal she negotiated with the EU was so unpopular at home, it was voted down several times, once by an historic margin.
The ayes to the right, 202. The noes to the left, 432.
The crushing defeat was the biggest loss for a sitting Prime Minister in modern history.
I therefore, Mr Speaker, inform you I have now tabled a motion of no confidence in this government.
There were multiple attempts to oust her from office, most of them from within her own party. For months, she stubbornly clung to power, desperately trying to broker a Brexit deal. She even offered to resign before her term was up in return for passing the deal. But in the end, even her most loyal colleagues turned on her, demanding a much swifter resignation.
I've tried everything I possibly can to find a way through. I sought the changes MPs demanded. I offered to give up the job I love earlier than I would like.
While Brexit dominated her time in office, there were plenty more challenges. The Prime Minister came under intense criticism for not visiting the families of the 72 people who died in London's Grenfell Tower fire.
That was a failure of the state, local and national, to help people when they needed it most. As Prime Minister, I apologise for that failure.
Security also became an issue after a series of terror attacks on British soil. And on foreign policy, May was criticised for offering US President Donald Trump a state visit and for supporting arms sales to Saudi Arabia. Although not known for her charisma, May did have some light-hearted moments in office, but it always came back to Brexit. Hers was a premiership that started with Brexit and was eventually brought down by Brexit. Sarah Morris, TRT World, London.